All right, on the last episode of Shattered Planets, Drez flurfed the bull.
Um,
I
I
suppose I could give a
beg-
more detailed account.
It's called a mud bath.
Take it away, Elaryn.
Okay. On the last time of Shattered Planets, I suppose I don't know if we have to do the Starfinder Shattered Planets or whatever.
Running and screaming.
So,
Oh, God.
Greg, Flurf, Skitter, and I were fighting against the strange creatures that perhaps had once been the crew of this fine vessel. When I used my Void Saber, and instead of slashing into my foes, it created an immense gash in reality itself. And because I was wearing the spirit mask, there, beyond the threshold, in the endless abyss, I saw a gaping eye. It was immense. And it seemed to go on forever, just several eyes within eyes within eyes forever. And I was perplexed by it and decided to ask it what it was. And all it said to me in a quiet voice was, "Patron." And I was... Could it possibly be the entity that my father swore himself to? But how was he summoned by the blade? Or did the blade merely open a crack to the beyond where the great primordial entity lies? Unfortunately, this Terran space, while razor thin, it could slice through any object. It completely obliterated one of the creatures, and as we noticed, the ship was listing in place. We had to escape the room because as soon as the ship tilted enough, it would no doubt cut through the hull, putting us out into the vacuum of space. So we tried navigating the halls, and it was then that we encountered this bizarre creature. It was comprised of different types of flesh and wearing a bizarre mask with several eyes inset, and it seemed to be fiddling around with these machines. And as we battled it, we were fighting with gravity itself. We were being flung to the floor and flung to the ceiling, and it was crazy. I couldn't even touch the guy with a card, with my sword, anything. It was just unstoppable, and I think Greg was vomiting all over himself, or maybe it vomited on Greg. Yeah, that was it. It vomited on Greg. And Greg went mad for a while. And Flurf was nowhere to be found. I think Greg punted him down the hallway, and that was the last we had seen of him for a while. So after a harrowing battle, Skitter was able to miraculously figure out the computer system, and he righted the gravity and determined that the creature was somehow messing with the life support system. As to where Drez is, I don't quite know, but he had been piloting the ship that we were on with Dr. Nimbus into this vessel, so hopefully he crashed elsewhere. So at the moment, we've taken a moment of respite, but who knows what lies beyond. We have to escape the ship. Preferably get onto the fleshy vessel. Ugh, I don't like saying that. The invasion ship, the Infestor, as it was called by Dr. Nimbus. As to whether or not Nimbus will actually save us at the end of this mission, what's that?
Don't worry about it. Keep going.
We don't know. We don't know if Drez's actions have irreparably harmed our relations to Dr. Nim and jeopardize the entire mission. Yeah. So here we are. And are those just
Nothing. Don't
duplicates
worry
of
about it.
Skitter?
I heard that alternating between hot and cold is good for your pores, so I took a mud bath and then went into space.
Right, because you're being chased.
Why did Flurf just
Okay.
attack?
No, that was me.
Oh, okay.
So I was informed that I've been doing damage wrong this entire time.
Yay!
So Flurf just got a damage boost. So there's a feat called Weapon Specialization, and in D&D 3.5, Weapon Specialization just gives you a +2 to damage with your weapon. Well, I don't know what it does in Pathfinder, but in Starfinder, it adds your level to damage. So Flurf does 4d6 plus 12 per shot,
Don't
not
draw
4
balls
die
by me.
4d6 plus was that a dick?
Can I just
What?
say something,
No.
Wander?
Yeah.
Thanks for making me look like a testicle, and
Oh,
thank you, Bird, for doubling it up.
Oh
That was
no.
my compares.
No, so there's a story. I'm gonna zoom in on this. So this was not me. I didn't make this.
Oh,
You got a piece of fan art that really
Nice.
does look really really horrifying, but also very
yeah, I kind of
apropos.
want it to be my new profile picture. Please send it to me.
You're gonna have to
hook you
ask.
up with
Oh,
who did
no.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
We look
So
forward to that
so-
for the rest of Discord.
credit to a Praxic gamer who's sent us quite a lot actually, for making this horrifying, haunting, naked Flurf.
I like the added
image.
freckles are fun.
Yeah, no,
Fun.
it's
Yeah, fun.
but yeah. So Durf, if you want the full res version, you're gonna have to ask a Praxic,
right.
who I think is on both Discords. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
I
but
think they might only be on the
D&D
fan
one.
art one.
Well, I
I'm
can
not sure.
I can fix that because I don't
Oh,
think
what
Durf's on
What
that
if
one.
a gremlin was a testicle?
Oh, yeah,
a Gremsticle. Got
yeah.
it.
So I suppose until you grow your fur back, that's what you look like.
Yep. Here, Durf, I'll just send you
From
a
that hot sequel to Iggy's Wrecking Balls.
invite to server, Grave of Man. So Durf, you have an invite to the D&D Discord if you're interested. And Praxic
You should
says you
check it
can
out.
use
It's
it.
actually a lot of fun to kind of hang out there every once in a while.
Yeah, just stay away from spoilers because sometimes I spoil the game a little bit, and you guys
Yeah,
probably
I
shouldn't
hang out
get
in the
there.
art one.
Yeah,
Honestly.
yeah, the art
Oh,
one's
God.
cool.
I just went back and saw how revolting Iggy's Wrecking Balls was.
Oh yeah, that's a disgusting game.
Okay, so you guys, Greg, you feel your sanity coming back. You've
Hey!
still thrown up a bunch, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, you were
It's
hallucinating
pretty
wildly,
typical Tuesday. I
We're in the middle of
go up
hugging Skitter.
defensively.
and then you had. Why were we hugging Skitter?
Because he saved the day!
Oh,
Remember?
right. I had a lot. It's been a busy 2 weeks. Anyway,
Skitter, do you want to
Yeah.
have a throw up contest?
no,
Why not?
I'm feeling kind of fine.
Oh, lame. We'll have one
I mean-
later.
I thought that you and your
that's
kind were in
not
the
a-
business of eating, not upchucking what you worked so hard to.
Everything's a contest for Greg.
Yeah.
The plan
like
isn't even
rule
a
number
promise,
one.
it's a threat.
We're gonna have a throw up contest later.
Just wait. Once we see Flurf, it'll happen.
Elaryn, we did it. We killed the thing. Where the hell's Flurf?
Didn't you kick him down the hallway?
All right.
Uh,
I think you're winning here. Oh!
I don't remember if I'm in combat anymore or not.
All right.
Skitter, do we kill it?
That'd probably be a bad idea.
What is
But
that
yes,
thing?
that's a Flurf.
That's not Flurf.
I mean, we
What
saw
the
him
hell?
last. We
You
saw
saw
him
him
this
last
way
time.
last time. He just didn't quite look like this.
I just wasn't paying attention to what he looked like.
He was- I would say you should have been, but I envy that.
Okay. Well, I'm going to investigate this
Are you still feeling okay? Because I'm not.
computer system.
Nope, I'm feeling
Ooh,
worse.
that looks pretty good. So what was the guy doing to this machine? The life support machine.
Okay, so the life support machine has, near as far as you can tell, something in it.
What is this something?
It looks like slugs.
Ew.
Ew.
Can we
Don't drink the water.
Which one's the life support machine?
The green one.
Okay.
Purple's gravity. Actually, Greg knows neither.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is there like an open top to the life support machine?
No.
Okay.
There's like some canister entry points and some other things and like
The
tubes.
slugs look like they're doing shit. Are they moving around?
Yeah, they're moving around.
are
How
they nibbling on
aggressively?
things? Or
Semi-aggressively.
I place my hand against
Ugh.
the side of the tank.
Okay. They're congregating.
They're congregate. I move it around. Do they follow?
Yeah, it's kind of gross.
Maybe they're like the necro worms that we found back on Zagnoth.
Oh yeah, I remember those things. Do you still have one on you?
No, that sort of got absorbed by the purple worm.
Oh, right.
That would really break quarantine.
What's in this one? I'll perception check it. Give me 1 second. Pain in the ass. Oh yeah! Worst roll of the game. What do you fucking know?
You can
It
see
begins.
everything.
Every time. Oh, it's a day that ends in Y. All right.
All right.
That's
So
funny.
Greg,
You can see
with
all
your
the Flurf.
with your savant engineering skills, you realize you were looking at a capital ship class. Well, maybe not capital ship, battleship class, gravity generator, and with fine-tuned controls, you can lower gravity, raise gravity, flip gravity, move it to the walls, pretty much whatever you want to do. And it's pretty easy to do if you have a remote terminal.
Hey, Elaryn, Skitter, grab
Yeah.
things.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
flip
sure.
the lever to, like, flip gravity.
Okay,
as
Flurf and
fast as I
Greg,
can.
make acrobatics checks. Alright, Greg, you land on the ceiling, realizing you didn't
Oh.
grab anything yourself.
Ah,
Well-
damn it.
Well, I guess it's too late for me because I'm still connected to the darn thing, right?
Yeah,
I can just
but
flip it back on him.
yeah, you can, but you still have to deal with the fact that you're flying through the air
Fine.
first. Okay. So you land. It's not actually that hard. And then you flip it back, so 2 more acrobatics checks.
Ah,
2 more?
Yeah, well,
Huh?
no, that 1 more. Sorry, 2 total.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so Flurf, you land on something.
I'll pick Greg.
It hurts a bit. Greg's spiky.
What? Why is he spiky?
He's
'Cause of
got
his
spiky
armor.
armor.
He doesn't shower often.
That
Oh,
too.
Okay.
Flurf punt.
Guys!
So it begins already.
Hey, you invited upon yourself. I'm at least gonna punt you down the hallways we haven't explored yet, so you can kind of get something done.
I'm imagining Flurf doesn't really have organs, so he's just kind of bouncy.
I imagine he just makes a poo sound whenever I punt him. But that's because I
What,
imagine
like a-
everything
like
makes
a
a poo
kickball?
sound. I'm gonna come
Greg.
over to this thing and I'm gonna try and taste the slugs with my
What?
taste.
With huh.
That's not good.
Oh no!
Oh no.
2
Oh.
rolls. God
Oh,
damn it!
no.
We've already
Ah,
seen both sides of the
one
coin, and
tank
it's
I
only
get
been
the
like 10
green.
minutes.
And the other tank, I get the red. Ah, crap in a basket.
This one's full of taffy.
So not only is he tasting the worms, but something bad's gonna happen.
The worms will taste back.
Oh no, you almost immediately get the feeling that they are tasting back. I'm just trying to figure out what else.
More vomit?
Yeah, honestly,
Does
you
his
probably do just
tongue
start
start to
vomiting.
burn?
They don't taste good.
Oh.
It's an entire vat of Greg's
So-
siblings.
So, Bert, did you ever wonder what like a hydralisk would taste like?
No, but now I do.
Yeah, probably something like that, or like just
Ew.
the creep
Vaguely
on the
mucusy,
ground.
vaguely poisony, a lot of carapacey.
Yeah, so
Ugh.
it's like you like ended up in the StarCraft universe, walked near like a Zerg structure, and then decided to lick the ground.
Oh God. So Greg he is puking
Yeah,
again.
no, Skitter is
He did not-
disappeared.
We thought it impossible for him to puke more, but just
Ah! Can I acrobatics out of the way?
Oh no, I'm assuming Greg is spinning as this is happening.
Oh.
Like there is
I am excellent, though.
Alaryn
Boy, am
crap.
I glad that I was punted
Alaryn
earlier.
Dark Souls rolls out of the room and just, as Greg paints the walls green.
Ew.
Oh,
Is this
jeez.
Where
one of
did,
those like
Skitter
juice
go?
purge diets?
Time for
Shattered
that,
planets with 2,000% more fluids.
Ew.
Ooh. Say no more.
Shattered stomachs.
Where'd y'all go?
Ah!
Oh my god, I
Greg
just
picks up the
imagine
Flurf to wipe off some of his
No,
vomit.
no.
Come here, napkin.
No. I'm not
Greg.
absorbent. Why do you think this is a good
What?
idea? No.
You really need to treat him with some respect.
Yeah, he
No,
can't
no, I
soak
don't
up any
believe I need
fluids
to do that.
anymore. He can't soak up fluids anymore, so now when you
But-
rub Flurf on stuff, he's just gonna go.
Oh.
He's a sentient being just like we are. He's capable of speech. And
Sorry. Lots of things are able to talk that aren't sentient.
That's a low bar for
Penguins.
speech.
Macintosh computers. I don't
Is
know what those
Damien
are.
sentient?
Yeah, is Damien sentient?
Well,
He's
Not
dead.
anymore.
That's what.
He-
Yeah.
he was at least until unless we can get magic back.
Well, magic still exists. I just forgot how to use it.
Wait, did
Yeah,
you
but
forget-
maybe
did you
it's
forget how
been-
to use magic.
Blocked
I
off
haven't
from
put
the
it in my character
universe.
sheet.
Oh. Well, it's really complicated. Pathfinder's
I
hard.
know. I looked at it for a minute. I was like, I'm not
I
doing
think
that shit.
canonically, Greg forgot about magic and learned engineering.
Oh, yeah, we can go with that. That sounds good to me.
I think Greg forgot about magic about halfway through the maze.
Mm.
Or crash.
All right, I'm going to attempt to intimidate Greg never to punt me ever again.
What?
Intimidate.
So what are you
Aw.
saying?
Yeah, you're gonna have to.
You actually have to come up with what you say. You can't
D-
just be like, I'm gonna like growl at him menacingly. I guess that would work, but it's kind of weak.
With that intimidate check, I
Yeah.
think he just made a squeak
No.
toid sound.
I just in sort of like a cute sort of 4-year-old way, I'll just be like, "Don't ever do that again." Grr.
I was thinking more of like a Pomeranian growling.
Don't
So
you
what
mean?
do I?
No,
What do I roll to
that's more
counter
menacing.
that?
That would be a will save.
Oh,
Probably.
we'll
Holy shit!
I didn't know numbers could get that small in Pathfinder.
Well, Greg does not.
Will is by far one of my worst.
Yeah, because
It
he's
is
got a
my
negative.
worst save. Yeah.
So Greg, you do feel a slight aversion to punching Flurf, but it might just be the fact that he is horrifying to look at. And you're not
Testicle,
sure
yeah,
if you want
growling
to touch
at
it. There's something
I don't want to
wildly
get my foot on
off-putting.
this thing.
Yeah,
Man.
there's something wildly off-putting about his current form.
If Greg was intimidated by that, wait till he sees the Langoliers.
Oh.
All right, enough poodling around. I'm gonna go up here.
I don't think I want to enter that room after
Okay.
what he did to it.
Well, I guess I'm gonna listen to the other side of the door.
Okay, you hear a quiet hum.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, make a strength check.
All right. Is the door locked?
I mean, it's a blast door meant to keep out anything and
I
everything.
ain't getting through
You
that.
kind of smear your face on the barf-covered door.
I come back covered in barf. Hey, it
Right.
didn't work.
You are already covered in barf.
I'm covered in old barf.
Okay, I'm gonna try this door.
All right, it is not a blast door and it opens freely.
Okay.
Okay, so it's another long corridor mirroring the other one. I guess I should probably reveal the other side because I never properly.
Ah.
Yep.
Okay, well, maybe this leads to another cargo hold.
Wait for me.
And what's in here?
Okay, so it's a big set of blast doors. I assume you're opening them up.
Sure. Suppose. I hope it's not
Okay.
open to space or something.
So you open it up, and it is sort of open to space. The blue doors are... one set of blue
Magic.
doors is closed. The other is open. And you can see, like, this is probably where like, cargo ships or shuttles would come in. And you see, teeth
Huh?
Where?
outside.
Base teeth.
What?
Those are teeth.
Is the air getting sucked out?
No, there's a force field. Like,
There's a force
there's a
field
blue
beyond.
shimmer.
Oh. Shit, there's teeth. Alright. Elaryn,
Yeah?
is that one of your Leviathans?
I don't know. How big are the teeth?
Bigger than any of you by a
Like,
fair
in
bit.
height? Wait, is something clamped? What?
We can live inside the teeth.
Elaryn, do Leviathans have teeth?
I mean, they have
Have
thousands
you
of
even
them.
seen a Leviathan? I thought
was
the
a
answer was
Leviathan.
no.
Well, so okay. Triton
Kill
are
it.
exceptional artists, and my father, when he was documenting his battles with the Leviathans, he would sometimes bring home his own sketches and renditions of them. And I mean, there were instances in which we were
I thought
able
you
to
were
haul.
about to say that he like painted them in real time during
No,
the
no,
battle.
no. After the fact. And I mean, for the few that they were able to vanquish, I mean, you could bring them back to the home world and extract magical essence from them. And
I thought you only killed one.
well, okay, so they have sort of like hordes of smaller versions of themselves that are their broods, their thralls, their minions. No. You see, Abraxas, he was like an elder Leviathan. He was one of the massive ones, one of the ones that had a brood at his direction. So, by killing the elder, you pretty much make all their underlings scatter and lose all focus. It's almost like a hive mind.
Huh. So should we kill that one out there?
I don't know if it's a Leviathan. Wasn't this ship being attacked by a
Do we
living
need
ship?
it to be a Leviathan to kill it?
No. But I thought this
Alright.
was going to be our ticket to get to the planet with the Citadel that Dr. Nim wanted us to venture to.
What
we have
was?
to get on. We have to get on the living ship.
Oh, I remember that.
I
Thanks for
think-
the reminder.
I think it's above us.
Oh, it's probably over there too.
Flesh
Well,
wall.
I'm gonna go in.
Okay, so Greg, you kind of can see more of it. Are you going to walk up to the force field, or are you going to just kind of stay
I'm
there?
gonna. Yeah, let's go up to the force field. Screw it.
Okay. So it's going to be kind of awkward because I don't actually have an exterior for this thing.
Okay.
But I can reveal much of the outside of it. Looks something kind of like this. Oh, come on. There we go. So it looks kind of like a big, well, bug, but fleshier and kind of this like white carapace. Got like big pincers. And it looks to be gnawing on something.
It's probably gnawing on the ship.
Actually, from that angle, you can tell it's gnawing on the ship that you came in on.
Oh.
Oh no! What if Dress is still on that
Drez,
ship?
God damn it. Huh.
Also,
What if-
Flurf, isn't your box on that ship?
I'm
Oh,
gonna be
you
honest.
know.
I don't remember.
What's in here?
The box that you derived from.
The fish?
Well,
Oh wait, that box.
Flurf, you get the very distinct
in
feeling.
the world for you.
Yeah, you get the very distinct feeling that if that box goes, so do you.
What?
If you die in the box, you die for real.
Yeah.
you're
Anyway, so-
inexorably
Alright.
linked.
Well, I
So-
guess I gotta jump out.
Greg,
What?
That'll go well.
Greg, you walk into what looks to be like a small like quartermaster's office or something, like whoever's in charge
Boring.
of requisition. All right.
Yeah, don't I have like a little jetpack and a little
You
How did
do.
I
So
not see
little
that when I
thingy?
was
So
in
I'm just gonna jump
space?
out and head over to that box.
it was on the other. You're on the other side,
Oh,
Keith.
wait, what?
Okay, what did I find in the desk?
Okay. So hold on.
Okay.
Durf, are you just gonna? So what's your plan here, Durf? Are you just gonna go for the
I'm
box?
just diving right for it.
All right.
Are you gonna punch it? Space punch it?
It's-
You're gonna
Space
do
punch
a
what?
falcon punch?
At this point, we might have to have a Flurf
just
of a
full
different color
rocket
next
power,
time.
fist first into the ship.
Yeah,
Well-
Flurfs have very, very little poor sense of self-preservation.
Hey,
I mean,
I mean,
we've only lost like
without
6
that
of them
box,
so
I
far.
don't live, right? So I gotta go after it. I gotta save the box.
Well, it's more per se. You have to retrieve the box at some point. It is indestructible.
Oh man,
But you
but if
said
it
that-
got
What?
You
If
said
it-
that he dies if it dies.
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
But if
then
it
you
gets
said
too
I'm
far
just
away,
receiving
if it
conflicting
gets too far
information
away
here.
from Flurf also dies.
Oh.
Oh,
That would
but
make it
we're
very
going on that
hard
ship, right?
if we ever
So-
go back to Grave of Man for him to be in the campaign.
well, you just have to have the box in
I mean,
a bag
it's
of
like
holding.
it's
maybe.
like a solar system's distance. But if this thing flies away with the box,
a solar
Flurf's
system
in trouble.
difference. Oh.
Entering lightspeed.
Mostly, I'm just trying to establish the fact that Durf should never just abandon the box. Not like this is an immediate worry.
You should tuck it in and give it a good night kiss.
Okay, but my character still doesn't know this specifically, does he?
Yeah, he does.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, Wander did say as GM, like, you get the sensation that you should blah blah blah.
Yeah, like if I'm
yeah,
telling this,
but all the specifics of this, like how it works and
solar
system
I
distance and all
explain
that.
as I go along the way. Like I didn't have that rule until literally just this moment.
Okay.
So, I just knew vaguely that Flurf can't be apart from the box, but I never codified it into like, this is how it
you
has
like
to
to
be.
challenge me.
Yeah, I like to challenge everybody. I'm trying to give your character some stakes as opposed to just squeegeeing people.
Stakes.
An expendable testicle.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Because, I mean, if your character is
still
infinitely...
expendable.
yeah, well... Currently, you don't have any more biomatter, so if Flurf goes, then Flurf's out until somebody refills that thing.
just feed some of these weird zombie things into it.
They don't have
Uh,
It's
bio.
gonna come out then.
Into
Yeah.
like this weird
We
bio
don't need a
blender.
zombie scrote, dude.
You get the
Ah.
very distinct feeling what you put in definitely affects what comes out.
So this is what happens when fish go in. You get a
No.
weird gremlin testicle.
No.
Everything goes down a peg. Scale goes to gremlin testicle. Zombie goes to just like a weird poop. It's just a shit Flurf.
Hey, maybe Greg would like me more then.
I feel like this campaign's gonna
No.
end with that box eating a planet,
Maybe.
and then
Anyway.
Durf is an not elemental monument. What was it called?
Inevitable.
Inevitable. I almost
A
said monumental.
monument.
No, monumentals are from Demon Souls.
Monumentals.
They're like
Huh.
the inevitables of Demon Souls, kind of.
Hmm. All right, so
I
is
want you to
Flurf
build the
jumping through
monuments
box?
to me out of Greg's vomit.
Do it yourself.
No. No way. I'm leaving. That's a terrible idea. Oh,
Like,
did I turn off the grid here? No. Huh.
So what's Flurf gonna do? Is he gonna go outside?
I mean,
Huh.
sort of hinted that it was a bad idea.
Well, I mean, you get the feeling that that thing is alive and might bite you.
It can see me? I thought it was
It
too
has
tiny.
eyes. It has a lot of eyes.
Hmm.
This
his
is a
D20
challenge.
is old 20s.
Let's yeah, why not? I mean, you gotta just dive right in, right?
Okay.
Oh
Didn't
boy.
fight the boss, but he's gonna fight the fucking. All right.
I said I'm gonna fight it.
That's
All right.
the
So
ship
what
we're
are you
supposed to
doing? Because
hijack.
currently it is currently eating what looks to be your old ship.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try and sneak around. Wait. First, I'm gonna look around to see
Okay.
where are its eyes.
So the more or less black part that you see, technically what I've got drawn is like the ship interior, and you'll see what that looks like when you actually board this thing. But it's got about, I don't know, 6 eyes on each side, give or take. Some big, some small. They don't seem
So
to all
there's
focus on one thing. They seem
There's
to look
no
at quite a lot.
side that I can like sneak up on and go unseen.
I mean, I assume it's pretty hard to sneak up on spiders generally, right? Because this thing's kind of spidery.
We need a bigger boot.
I didn't. Really, it's hard to sneak up on spiders.
I think so.
I thought,
mean-
well, if they're paying attention to something else, they.
I don't,
Hmm.
I'm assuming
Let's
spiders
stay
have a...
focused on the topic at hand. I want Durf to die sooner rather than later.
As he draxes directly into the thing's mouth.
Yeah.
That's
So
too
it
bad
is.
those aren't
It is.
visible.
It is
See where
currently
this is gonna go.
chewing away
look,
at the.
Okay, just look for a sec. I can fit right in between his teeth.
All right, man, go for it.
All right,
This
I'm gonna need a
gigantic killer
reflex
death
save
teeth.
because it is currently chewing away at a ship.
Oh.
Just because it's drawn static does not mean it's not moving.
Well, where is my ship then? 'Cause that's where I wanna go to.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna have to kind of scribble this in or something. Let's do map and background. So I guess I can reveal this because this is the front of the ship all crumpled up and smashed into the side of the current ship. And
Looks like chewing gum.
Mm-hmm.
and it's kind of nomming away on this. Yeah, it is. I'm not trying very hard here.
All right.
Yeah.
So if there's any opening on the ship, I'm just trying to get on it.
Okay. So you're gonna have to make a reflex save regardless. Or actually, no. It's just gonna attack. It's not. This is not reflex save territory. It's doing something to you. 24 kinetic. KAC.
So I just take that out of my SP?
Well, no.
No, see if it hits.
What's your kinetic armor class?
I don't know, man.
It's your total.
KAC.
Under.
Control F helps a lot with this sheet.
Yeah.
Oh, 26?
Okay, so
Hey,
it
doesn't
misses
hit
you. But a giant, its giant claw, which it is currently not using to pin the ship, comes to try and spear you, but it misses.
So, Durf, you know what AC does?
No.
So AC affects whether or not you take damage from an attack. It's some
Yeah.
collective. It's a collection of both your evasiveness versus how good your armor is, basically.
Yep.
And so,
okay.
if somebody attacks you, first they do an attack roll, which determines whether they hit you at all, and then they roll for damage if they hit you. We have two things: EAC and KAC. KAC is kinetic, meaning physical attacks. Energy. EAC is energy. So like, pew pew.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, I probably should have... I think I explained that, but probably
Does
poorly.
Greg's vomit count as both energy and kinetic?
That would be kinetic. Energy would be like a laser gun. Unless, of course, Greg starts puking lasers, which... I mean,
Hey,
we could
oh,
go there.
weirder shit has
Don't-
happened in this campaign.
Yeah, don't put it past them.
Yeah.
All you need is the right like binding crystal. Like we have the duct
Yeah.
tape orb, we just need the puke laser orb.
I mean,
You need to swallow a laser orb and it'll just start puking lasers.
Yeah, it could. Stupider shit's happened.
These campaigns are where, unironically, a unicorn could barf a rainbow.
yeah. Let's see. So Flurf, you almost get nailed by this thing, but you dodge past. So you can get in the ship. You do notice that there's not actually much of it left.
All right.
So are you gonna dive for the only open port that you can find?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now you get to know what it's like to be an ant inside a burrito.
Yeah.
Ew.
During the
Ew.
consumption
That ruins
process.
the ant and the burrito. God damn.
That ruins the ant. This kills the crab.
All right.
I guess I'll just plot myself. Yeah, right.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna
That's
kind
the
of
X-ray vision.
Yeah, so we're gonna get like an X-ray of what's left of this place. And you can find out if you find your box.
I like how no one tried to stop me either.
I
Oh,
was
I-
gonna try
I
to
was in
stop
this-
you.
I was in this other room.
The only
Yeah.
person that tends to care wasn't looking.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Elaryn is currently, like, searching for data, so I have to quickly find out where the box was. Okay,
Oh, the box was probably in the storage room, right?
yeah. So I know where the box is. Does Durf remember? Probably not. Okay. Let's see, I'm just gonna pull this up on my second monitor so I know vaguely...
I guess it depends which way the ship was rotated.
The most
Yeah,
exciting
so
thing about the idea of Greg
you-
vomiting lasers is you know he'd crit.
Yeah, he would. He would,
Nice.
and it would do something silly. Okay, so you know that you are, you were, or you've kind of crawled in a hole in the side of the ship, and you can see what remains of that kind of like sectional, wait, no, not the sectional couch. This would be, shoot. This is actually like a really warped corridor. Now that I'm thinking about it. Oh.
Ooh, like a fun house.
Yeah, give me a second. There's actually, oops, that's not what I want to do. Added a totally extraneous thing. Okay, polygon line. So there is another room that is currently, you can kind of see into it. And it has, let's see, got stuff in it. So you can see a hole to your left and to your right. And you can't really tell what's going in there because it's pitch black, on fire, and currently being devoured.
What an adventure.
Pitch black and on fire?
I mean, it's shit's exploding
It's
around
space,
you
dude.
currently. Yeah,
Yeah, fire
there's
doesn't produce light.
I mean, it's like kind of intermittent minor explosions and then dying out. Because, you know, fire doesn't really burn in space.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go to the left.
Okay, so you go into the room to the left, which looks to have no. It's this one. Let me kind of vague hand some doors here. I'll make them orange.
Adventures of the Testicle. Good lord. Ah,
Okay.
what are
So-
we even doing?
As you dive into this room, the ladder room gets crunched. Oh shoot! And I of course put these on the wrong layer. Whatever. Let's see. So this, nope. God damn. Live mapping in So this room is crunched and devoured. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So, you dive into this room, and it seems to have what remains of the Roomba, the couch, and the table. And what other... Oh, yeah, and like a pile of trash that Greg had left on the ground.
Ooh, I rummage through the trash and see what I find.
Okay, you find bits of discarded food. I think one of them might have been soy paper flavor.
Soy paper flavor?
I tuck it into some folds of my skin to save
Okay.
for later.
Ah.
Okay. As you do so, the ship, what remains of the ship, trembles as the spider creature crunches forward. What do you do?
Well, I guess I grab the Roomba and move ahead to the next room.
Okay, so you are in the remains of what looks to have maybe been a corridor that has been warped and bent into a much larger shape. There might have been two doors, but between the repeated explosions and hard slam into another ship, any further progress into the bridge, or whatever was left of the bridge, is probably impossible without the right kind of entry tools. The ship shudders even further, and you think you hear a giant gulp.
Huh. There's no other exit out of this room, is there?
No.
Well, I guess I got everything I was gonna get, so time to leave.
Okay. So you run into that room, and everything is kind of advanced a little bit further backwards. Nope, that's not what I want to do. God damn it. Can't really select anything, can I? I guess I can do this.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. To front.
Wow,
Hi.
hello.
I mean, it's eating. So you're gonna have to start making some reflex saves. I'm gonna say
Okay.
about 3. Alright. So you managed to dodge the first...
Oh no!
Alright.
Oh.
Elaryn.
Yeah?
It's, so... Let me just clean this up for a little while.
What?
Oh.
Durf, we're gonna get back to you.
Oh, this campaign never ceases to amaze me.
Dead.
Dead.
He's fucking dead. Again.
Oh no. Okay, so what did I find here?
He's dead. He's dead. He's really, really dead.
Oh.
Alright, so this thing is gonna kind of finish that off.
Damn it, I was
Alright.
gonna use that swipe paper.
Tremors in space.
So, Elaryn.
Yeah.
I
I'd rolled that 33.
Yeah,
back
so you
there.
are searching the desk. Oh, is that that's a perception check. Okay.
Yes.
So you find a couple of things. One, you find what looks to be like a tablet, maybe.
Oh.
Which you kind of recognize and probably could figure out how to use.
At the same time, we're not supposed to bring any technology with us onto the living ship, or else it will.
Correct.
It will-
Actually, you know what? As you're looking at it, it lights up and you see Dr. Nim.
Dr. Nim!
Yes, I'm here. Sort of.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize that Drez would.
Nah, it's fine. I mean, you're in the right place. Just not, well, there's problems.
Yeah, well, outside there seems to be this massive creature. Is that the vessel you wanted us to board?
Yes, that's the thing you're supposed to hijack.
Oh, but how are we supposed to get on it? Surely not through its mouth.
Well, the original plan was that you were supposed to, beat it into submission, I suppose. Long enough for that biointerface of yours to hack it.
Biointerface?
I believe you called it Flurf?
Oh.
I knew Flurf should have rocket punched it.
Fleur? And I noticed that he's no longer there. Greg, what happened to Flurf?
Greg points out the at the killer death ship.
What? Wait, what?
Yeah, so that was the complication. It seems your biointerface got itself eaten.
Wait,
Yeah,
am
you're
I
gonna need to make a new one.
To make a new
I'm
one?
actually dead?
But we need that.
not just like inside there?
We'll get to that when we get to that.
Alright.
We could use the mud.
We need the box then, but the box was on the ship, and the ship. I'm
It's
looking at.
getting eaten. Yeah, I know.
But wait, if that box is indestructible, does that mean we'll have to extract it from the creature's bowels?
Yes.
God damn it! All right, do I have a jetpack?
I wouldn't recommend going out there. I mean, at least collect your horror monster first.
A horror
Oh,
monster?
right.
Oh, you
Drez.
mean Drez.
The soulless killing machine.
That's if he survived the crash. I mean, then
Oh,
again, he
Nim seems to
survived
think he
everything.
did, so.
I should take pride in the fact that I'm scarier than the ship.
Eh,
All right. Well,
let's
Fair.
go up here.
Just ping me on the pad if you need me. I'm observing from a safe distance. They kind of know when I'm around. I can call you.
How very inevitably of you.
I'm not an inevitable.
Oh.
He doesn't
Well.
like to be associated with their kind.
Oh, whoops.
What? No, inevitables are fine. I'm just not one.
Oh, okay. I thought you had a beef against
No,
them.
I got a beef with the gods. They're dicks.
What's the difference between a god and an inevitable?
For some reason, Skitter just does not obey the grid. Oh, Skitter might not
Just
be
step
like
on
labeled as a
Skitter
character.
without knowing.
Well, yeah, but like it doesn't
Oh.
matter.
Okay.
I mean, he's, and I've moved out of the page. Well, that's all right. Anyway, what was the question? Sorry.
The difference between a god and an inevitable?
Oh, well, I mean, gods are like custodians. Kind of capricious custodians, but custodians. And inevitables are like cops.
Custodians and cops.
Yeah.
So, the inevitable's police? But does that extend to what the gods are doing?
Sorta. I mean, the custodians got a lot of leeway. Let's just put it that way.
I don't quite get that analogy, but oh well.
Oh, hi,
Okay.
Skitter.
I just had to get my token fixed.
Your
The hell does
token?
that mean?
Don't worry about it.
Done.
Huh.
Ah, Elaryn. Personal
Ah,
space. God damn.
That. Okay. What's this door down here?
Okay, so that is a big hefty blast door. There also seems to be some kind of lounge room here.
Lounge room.
Yep. So Drez, well, this has all been going on. What are you up to?
Oh yeah, he was
I-
out in space.
You-
Or in the gunnery room.
No.
You are sitting in a chair with what looks to be controls, a pair of joysticks maybe, and computer display.
I mean,
that-
I like to press buttons.
Okay. So are you pressing buttons?
Yeah, pressing buttons.
It takes about half a minute, but you've discovered that it makes a particularly satisfying like "Pachoom" noise whenever you press a certain button.
Nice.
I want that as my ringtone. Well, I'm bored.
Okay, so you walk into what looks to be kind of like well, I'd say a controls room, but I don't think Dres has any idea what it looks like.
It
Honestly,
looks
it
like
just
the
looks.
other 3 rooms I just went into, kind of.
Yeah, so it looks like there's multiple places for you to make loud pachoom noises, and then somebody that seems to stand at a donut table and look at space.
Oh, oh boy.
Oh.
Oh. Oh, God, no. Oh, God, no.
What is the last time? Oh. Okay. So, you go over and you just start pressing buttons, and you are on a roll today because almost immediately you find the button that makes the whachoom noise, but like repeatedly and a lot. And you press that button. I'm fairly certain you press it as many times as it goes whachoom for. And as you watch, I want to say like 20 some odd like gray shapes kind of shoot off into the distance. And they have like, you know, kind of sparkly bits at the back. It looks really cool. And then you run out of things that make that noise. And then you could probably get bored.
Well, the chair spins. I don't think anything's found me, has it?
Nope.
Well,
They're
then
not
things are
exactly
going
used to
pretty nicely
teleportate
so far.
teleporting lizards, so they're
Yeah.
probably ripping apart that section. You
Breaking
don't know.
rules is really good.
Oh, there go all the
Central
port-
hallway.
photon
Oh yeah, I should
torpedoes.
probably hide this. 'Cause
What?
you guys don't see this area up
The
here.
enemies.
Yeah, you don't know where they are.
Okay, so I'm assuming we heard all this racket.
Yeah, so you guys have been hearing as you've come closer to this section. You've been hearing like repeated pachooms, and then the crescendo of watchooms. And look, I can't do mouth sound effects. I'm not a Foley.
Just
Um,
hams.
And then as you guys kind
Chinkos.
of like are checking out the blast door, you hear you probably hear Drez coming through because I don't think he's particularly sneaky.
Yeah.
Wait, is that... Drez, how did you survive?
Huh? Oh.
Do I usually not?
Oh, he's
I s-
got swagger now, too. Great.
I suppose you've been unbelievably fortunate thus far.
Yeah, you don't want to go that way on the ship. I'm
Why?
going the way they came from.
But that way isn't any better.
You don't want to go that way on the ship.
Don't- It's probably better.
Okay. So, Drez, the closer you get to this direction, the more you hear the chewing noises.
I mean, I can't not know.
Yeah. Alright. So you see...
Wow.
You see a giant bug, large enough to make any whip insect-based whip user jealous.
I was about to say, how do I make a whip of those?
Yeah. And it is currently eating what looks to be the rest of the ship that you expertly crashed into this one.
It's really bad for your teeth.
Yeah, the teeth look kind of rough, but also possibly made out of metal.
All right. Curiosity satisfied. Don't want to look at that anymore.
Well,
Yeah, you found it.
unfortunately, that's the thing we're supposed to board.
Have you guys found out how
no.
to make doors not open?
No. It's space. Everyone's really cool with privacy.
Wrong.
I mean, the door that we're next to is locked. Yet, Greg immediately just face plants into the door.
I would like
I
to
meant
make
to
all
do
the
that.
doors facing that side of the ship not open anymore.
Why? What's on the other side of them?
Problems.
You mean more of the creatures?
Oh, so you've met them.
Well, there were a ton of them down here. They were some of the old crew. They had been changed somehow. Possibly by
Again?
those worms? Yes, more worms.
How do we recover our stamina points again? Do we just
10 minute
rest for a
10-minute
while?
break.
Okay. We should probably take one.
There's couches.
Yeah.
Wait,
I have no stamina points left. I mean, I have no. I feel very tired. We should sit down on a couch for 10 minutes.
Fair warning, we should probably, like, put up a precaution, because, like, 10 minutes is a lot of time.
also, remember the void
There were
tear
some
that I
beds where
created?
Flurf was. Do you want to hang out there?
I feel like we could die in 10 minutes.
Yeah, the void tear that I created. The ship is still tilting, is it not?
Oh, yeah. No, you...
Cut off the eastern...
There are, like, kind of metallic pings, and the whole ship
Western
you're on
one.
is kind of shuddering.
Look, we're being
Did all
consumed on one
did all the
side,
things I shot out offset it?
Oh,
part on the other.
Yeah. No, there were some loud noises when the Wachooms were going on, but those were pretty loud.
We need to find some way to get onto that thing, but I didn't see an opening other than its mouth and can't enter that way.
How do we exclusively meet zombies?
I don't think they're zombies. I think they just don't like us.
You said they used to be the crew.
I think she's wrong.
Wait, but there was that guy that we met when we initially got on.
I mean, he was like halfway there, but the rest of them were intelligent, just hungry.
So you're saying that those are just creatures from the creature, and then where's the rest of the crew?
Well, if I had to guess, I'd say they're being eaten, or were eaten.
Probably to add their flesh to their
This universe
forms.
sucks.
Yeah.
It's
mean-
ours.
Isn't that the law of nature, Drez?
Can we just go back to the
Might
desert?
be predator or prey?
You blew up the desert. Oh wait, no, never mind. Desert's fine. Yeah, we could go back.
The place was way nicer than either of the places we've been to.
Except for, like, you're... Oh wait, no. Elaryn's a wanted woman there.
Yeah. But apparently Bayezid has
Even better.
contacts all over the universe. So
Yeah, she's kind of a wanted woman everywhere, I guess.
Oh.
But that'd be like walking into the... Well, into the guard's room.
Which she did once.
It's true. Worked out better for her than most of you.
Well, in any case, we have to find a way onto this thing, but I don't know how.
Onto what?
Onto the creature. It's a ship. It's a living ship.
Why?
Well, that's what Dr. Nimbus wanted to. I suppose he didn't hear this. You were in the other room, but.
Why do we just accept the worst ideas from all these people that just tell us to do the worst things?
Yeah, better ones?
They're
Just to
servants
blow
of
up
the
a planet?
Flaming Eye.
Find a resort?
Hmm. You think we can afford a resort with our massive amount of cash? Huh.
We don't
mean,
have
yeah,
credits.
sorta.
We have gold.
It'd be kind of short-lived, though.
Oh yeah, we'd get killed.
Or you just blow up the resort.
I just feel like every week somebody's possessing our brains and telling us to go onto a flesh ship for reasons. And we just go with it?
Well, the thing was, Dr. Nimbus was going to offer us his ship so that we could take it wherever we wished, but someone
I've got more where that one came
crashed
from.
it. Oh, right, he's on the pad. See, it's Dr. Nimbus. He was able to interface with this pad.
Should have had a child lock on it.
Hey, but I'm not a child. I
Eh.
squint my eyes angrily.
What?
Anyway.
I don't know how that interpretation even worked. What are you talking about?
Oh, right, because if I was a child, then I wouldn't have been able to get on it.
No, I was like, you were like, someone crashed it. And I'm like, should have had a child lock.
Oh,
It's
on the
okay.
ship? I thought you meant the pad.
He left his phone unlocked, but his phone was a ship.
I don't care about that ship. It wasn't mine.
Oh, right, we did steal it from the pirates.
Yeah.
That's another reason for them to hate us. Okay, so, Dr. Nimbus, is there a point of entry into that beast?
Well,
aside from its
you've got a
orifice,
couple.
mouth thing.
I mean, those things do poop.
I did.
It's very clean. They eat metal. Like,
And
it's
Greg's
just
all
slag.
Greg's all lubed up with vomit. You just slide right in.
But I'm gonna be honest with you. I think you're gonna have to kill it.
But I thought that
Then how does it
I
fly?
knew that.
I thought that it was going to be our means to get back to the home world. of
Well,
the
I mean, if
Flaming
you can
Eye.
fish out your bio-interface and/or its box, well, I guess then you're probably set. You just got to do that holistically without harming the creature.
Holistically.
Because if you gut it, it'll bleed out before you get to the planet.
So,
I mean, realistically, the things do respond to vigorous head trauma. But that's normally where you're supposed to, hack it and make it yours, and well, that's out. I mean, I guess the lizard could warp right in, maybe rescue the thing.
In his head, Drez is having like an idea because you said we need to treat it holistically, and I'm like, I can make a mud bath.
Drez, you want to warp in and save
It's like
our
holistic
bio
is like
interface?
physical and spiritual and mental. How do I? What? Do you have a?
These are warp
What?
Jordans.
but
Do you have like a diagram?
The stomach's connected to the mouth. He's probably in there.
We've got the goggles where you could see the inside of the thing. You just have to feed it a rock.
Yeah, that's an option too. If he can see a location that is within, he could probably warp there
Oh Jesus!
with Dimension Door. Unless you're just using the Warp Jordans. I thought you had Dimension Door as well.
What is that picture of? Is that like a heart or like a
the
tongue?
the thing on the inside?
Is that his mouth?
No, that's like a brain
crest.
crystal thing.
Oh.
I didn't really draw this thing to be seen externally, but I probably should have because
Yeah, you should have made it like one of those play sets when you
well,
that we had as kids, where you take off the roof.
if you're still here for next session, I will do that.
This Death Star opens up into Mos Eisley.
I had an R2D2 that opened up to be Jabba's palace in the Rancor Den.
That poor R2.
It's full of filth.
Yeah. Scum and villainy.
That poor creature, it has worms.
The big kind.
It had the whole platform in Jabba, and you could push Jabba forward, and it would make the platform fall. And then you had Luke Skywalker fighting the Rancor, and you had the Rancor gate and everything. I still have that toy. It's a good one.
Oh boy, this is gonna go great. Last time I went on a solo mission to make other people not die, I got shot through the heart.
But you're
It's
okay.
fine. Yeah, you're here now.
Am I able to teleport with other people? I don't remember.
You've never tried it.
Yeah.
You know surprisingly little about your probably second most prized possession? Or first. You don't really have much that you care about.
I mean, they could be first and second. There's two of them.
I was thinking I was thinking about the robe of stars. I'm not sure which object ranks higher on Drez's list of favorites.
Let's try something. I'm going to touch Greg, and I'm going to warp over here.
Okay. Greg does come with you. Though it feels sluggish. Like, maybe you can't go as far with another person.
Oh boy. Oh boy. You can throw a Greg at it.
Well, Flurf already threw himself at it, and we don't know what happened. Oh. We have to retrieve that box to bring him back, and if he's the only one that can interface with the creature, then yeah, we'll have to provide him with some food. Well, the box with food.
Let's see. I'm going to... Hey, Greg, want to go on an adventure?
Always.
I was going to say too bad otherwise. We're going into space!
I'm ready.
And he's got life bubble.
Yep.
Otherwise, this would be awkward.
You just bring Greg out and Greg bops.
He just...
So someday you guys are going to go on a long rest and somebody's going to go into space and we're going to have to start rolling.
We start just rolling the entire process of like Arnold Schwarzenegger's tongue inflating and the end of Total Recall.
Well, they have rules for like exposure.
Of course they do.
That scene was
It's
so
surprisingly
uncomfortable.
not deadly.
So we're like in space now, right?
Yeah.
There's the horrible monster.
Yeah. So where are you guys? You guys are going from the bottom?
Right now we're just above the ship.
Okay. Sure. Why not?
So same location, but we're outside. So we're trying to get something from its stomach? What was it?
Yes.
What was the item again?
You are either trying to get Flurf or Flurf's box.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, so I'm seeing this thing in its full size for the first time.
So
it's like
let me
covered in eyes?
Yeah, so its head's covered in eyes. I'm just gonna reveal the whole thing. Obviously you can see the interior, which you're not really supposed to see, but whatever. I mean I guess I could quickly go slap down. Here, you know what? I'm just gonna quickly work
slap
on
down a white layer.
Yeah, I'm just gonna quickly slap down some googly eyes and a thing, so we don't have to see the interior of this necessarily.
Some googly eyes.
Yeah.
I would just make some ovals.
Oh no.
and
I've got
multiply it
eyes.
over.
They're just not gonna match very well. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
I guess one question is how much magic works in space? Like, I'm wondering if Druid elemental spells where you conjure stuff still work.
I don't know if you've tried any of those yet.
Obviously, I wouldn't expect, like, entangling roots to work.
Let's see. Give me a second.
Are you doing a quick edit?
Yeah, I'm doing a very quick edit. If I remember right, Entangling Roots had like a size limitation.
For me, it's just more like where the roots coming from? Like where do they just fade in like opacity?
I think Entangling Roots has to be 7.
Just draw the eyes on with crayon. like in roll.
No. I was missing part of its like back.
No.
It had like a weird hole because it wasn't. It wasn't meant to be seen from the outside. But this is.
Now just draw some eyeballs on it.
Well, no, I'm just gonna copy and paste eyeballs that I already have.
Mm-hmm.
Bring back the table mancer eyes.
Nah, I made some nice eyes today, so I'm going to use them.
And then maybe flip the ones for the other side.
That's why I say, hey man, nice eyes. That has very different implications.
Okay, this thing's gonna look kind of doofy, but that I don't really. Well, you get what you pay for.
I plan on immediately dealing with said eyes. They will be seen very briefly if all goes according to plan.
Okay. Oh, I gotta scroll up for this one. Upload. Okay, there we go. Sorry. Live art edits are a little bit more time consuming. Let's see. Let me make sure it's the right size.
It's okay. I'm on the site called reddit.com and I'm just reading stuff.
Okay.
The what?
Reddit.com. There's a subreddit called Ask Reddit. You can go on there, read Reddit.
Oh no, there's a
Ask them
tiny,
about
creepier
what?
spider inside the big spider. It's eating his stomach. That's why there's a hole. Ah.
Oh.
Ah!
I.
Wow, that did not load gracefully. There it is.
Needs to be
Hello.
stretched a little bit.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Give me a second. I think I set the dimensions wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Aw, it's less disturbing on the outside than I thought.
It's kind of adorable.
Yeah.
Look,
Being able
I
to
had a
see
limited
its nightmare innards makes it look way worse.
I had a
It looks like it's
limited
gonna
amount of
come up to
time
me
for
and be
this.
Like, hey, can I borrow $3?
I want this as a WoW pet.
Oh wait, it's eyes. Those are not safe for work.
Its eyes.
What?
Oh, the
They're not
vagina
safe
eyes?
for work.
Yes.
Oh.
I
Vagina
just saw
eyes.
that. Thanks.
For goodness
Thanks,
sake.
bird.
Wait,
All right.
you made it that far without having that occurrence?
I'm gonna have to go change the whole next map. Fuck.
It's
goodness-
okay. Please do
goodness
change the next map. I won't be able to.
Well, anyway.
I don't understand it. I'm the only
don't
one that
look at it.
legitimately has one, and yet that's what you guys see? Come on.
What a shock that Shell's the
Anyway.
last one to have a dirty mind.
Well,
mean-
anyway.
Luchador splatter.
My mother
poncho.
was like, "Oh, is that the new T-shirt you made? It looks like a vajayjay." And I'm
There we
like,
go.
"What? What?"
I cast
so-
Sleet Storm.
JJ.
Sleet Storm.
Good
I'm-
lord.
It
Okay.
blocks all sight.
Fair enough.
It doesn't look like a vajayjay. I'm wearing it right now. It does not look like a vajayjay.
It lasts one level per turn and blocks all line of sight.
What the hell? All right, you are casting a legitimate spell. All right.
Yeah.
Yep. So,
I'm blinding the nightmare monster so we can
how
find
big
a
is
place
the
to
Sleet
penetrate
Storm?
it.
Is that the right
40-foot
size?
radius.
Okay, so you should probably
It's
actually
It can be
Uh,
bigger.
yeah, you should probably replace that with the appropriate size because
Let's
that
see.
matters.
Very hard. Let's see. because it should be 80 across. So it's like this
Yeah,
big.
I'm gonna
You
remove
wanna-
this.
If you want to draw over that, because I have to hold
Second.
the arrow.
Let's see. Sure.
That's
give me
80 feet across.
Give me a second. Draw shape. Is this? Oh, this
I
thing
just-
has a circle. Probably that big.
About.
Yeah, it's about that.
There we go.
Okay.
I think let's see. I believe it does no damage. In fact, the only threat is for like movement and walking on the surface, which there's no surface to walk on. But it blocks line of sight. Yeah.
Okay. You should probably roll for initiative, by the way,
Oh
This
yeah.
is-
Ah,
initiative.
hell.
because that was. I mean,
What are
this
you
is a
getting
living
us
creature.
into? God damn, Drez.
This thing is alive, so
You've technically volunteered.
I don't even have any SP left. I have only hit points. God damn it.
all right. So I'm gonna
That's a terrible roll.
delete this sucker for a second. This is going on the objects layer. There you go. Add turn. Get rid of Flurf for a second. Get rid of Elaryn. Chelle, I assume you're right there.
Yeah, what about me?
I assume you're not taking an active part in this.
Huh? Oh, well, I remember that before all this happened, I was
Effectively,
going to try to open that door.
You were hanging out, and then your friends, Drez asked Greg
Mhm.
if he wanted to go on an adventure, and then they just winked out of existence. So, what are you doing? Just gonna wait?
Well, I was trying to find a source of food because
Okay.
whenever we find the
Okay,
box,
she's gonna be preoccupied.
Okay.
right, because we need to find food on this ship to provide to the box.
Okay.
To recreate Flurf.
Yep. So we'll deal with what you're up to. And Skitter wants nothing to do with what's going on. So he's gonna be over here. All right. So Greg's 11. So Drez. So that's your turn. So the spider thing is just gonna rise above it.
Oh God, y'all ain't worth it. I am too proud.
It is looking at you now. So perception checks the both of you.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
That's never a good question.
So
That's a good number.
yeah, that is Greg.
That's a
All right.
terrible number.
So, Drez, you remember those like sparkly things?
What?
Yeah, the sparkly things after the Watchums. You saw the sparkly things disappear into the distance.
Oh, yeah.
They're coming back.
Oh.
Anyway,
How's that going?
so big, so the big space spider. I'm just gonna reveal the map. Is going to kind of loom closer. I'm just gonna reveal everything, because at this point, shit. You know what? I'm just gonna go to the map layer, and I'm just going to replace space for a little while, or this whole area. There we go. There. Now we're not seeing like ship, and we'll just deal with this accordingly. All right.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm technically like
Yeah,
not
so you're not
visible.
there. Just, I mean, it's fine. It doesn't matter that much. Okay, so it is going to try and probably spear the both of you. One with each claw. 1, 2. So one was Drez, second one was Greg.
Hits.
Okay.
Hits.
Drez, your plan fucking sucked.
Well, normally things that blind people are supposed to have an effect of
All
some
right.
sort.
So you both take 30 damage as this thing claws you, and you are now being dragged into its maw.
God.
And
That's not
inside, is
good.
it like the James and the Giant Peach Shark, where it's like razors
Ah.
spinning around?
No, but it's glowing.
Maybe it superheats and melts you.
It would be hot, but you're in space. Anyway, Greg, it's your turn. You have been harpooned by a giant claw.
Realistically, what are my options for bailing?
You have no locomotion.
All right then, I'm along for the fucking ride. Okay.
I mean, I don't know what items you have on you. You've got your explosive. You could probably. It would be a weird hit, but you could probably hit the thing with your explosive glaive axe and use that to jettison yourself away. But you'd probably just be flying in space.
Is that only on a crit hit though, or
No,
Yep.
it still explodes. It just doesn't explode as much.
It may not be the best. It may not be the best plan to leave the person that teleports.
I'm gonna whack the thing, but I'm gonna aim for its eyeball. Sure, what the hell ever.
Okay. So, well, you hit.
Good attack roll.
Yeah. And do you have the weapon specialization feat?
I have
Probably not. I think you should all double
weapon
check.
Focus, but not weapon
I
specialization.
think every class gets weapon special. Well, you're
it depends on the type of weapon too.
I get a +1 bonus on all attack rolls. I guess I should bake that in from now on.
let me double check this. You're a soldier, yeah?
Yeah.
So now you don't crit.
You get weapon specialization at level 3. I think everybody does. Actually, let me double check. Yeah. So all of you guys, when using weapons, add your level to the damage.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. I was kind of wondering why, because like everything has more HP in Starfinder, and I was like, Flurf just does no damage, and I don't know why. And the answer is because weapon specialization is a thing everybody gets at level 3.
Yeah, that
That's
explains
kind of
my.
a means.
It's floor of level plus.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, anyway, so you actually give one of its eyes a good thwacking, and you kind of crack the like transparent carapace over it. It doesn't look happy
nice.
about that. So that's your attack?
Yep.
Okay.
Transparent carapace.
And well, I mean, it doesn't have eyeballs exposed to space.
Yeah.
That's stupid. So Drez, it's your turn.
They might just pop out.
You have an owie.
Can we bring back the storm?
Yeah.
Like visibly.
Here. Can
I don't
you
know
see
how
my
layers work. Can you just send down?
No, I can't.
by
Can
one
you
layer?
see my ruler?
Yeah.
Can you draw it yourself? Because the problem is if I draw anything, I have to Z battle for everything.
I don't know if we have the same features as you.
Hold Alt, and you'll be able to draw a circle with the square tool.
Oh yeah. Hey, it's an outline. That's easier.
Yeah, that's probably easier. But yeah, I literally can't click on anything because I end up just clicking on the spider or the map or you guys
So since he went over the storm, we're going under the storm.
Okay. So you're gonna go hide in the storm?
We're gonna hide under the storm.
Okay.
We're not gonna blind ourselves, but we're gonna teleport out of line of sight of the creature.
Okay. So you rescue Greg. And then what are you gonna do?
30 down or something.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna cast a spell on Greg. Let's see here. That's not the right spell. Hang on a second. There we go. I'm giving Greg bleed.
Oh.
So he applies 6 bleed with all of his attacks.
Oh wow, that's a mechanic I totally forgot existed.
It's exactly like Darkest Dungeon as far as damage per turn goes.
Nice.
Fun.
Okay.
And we're like here or something. I don't know. We're like with like an arrow that says like -30.
Yeah.
Like in video game terms.
I really want somebody to make like a 3D version of Roll20. Just kind of like bunch of almost like
That
voxels.
did not come out well with mouse.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of works.
I mean, wasn't there that divinity mode for dungeons or what?
Yeah, but that doesn't do verticality. And also, no.
Yeah.
A lot of people ask that, and it's like, Wander, you should make a Divinity Original Sin 2 campaign in the DM with the DM tools, and I'm like, that just sounds like a lot of work.
So by my measure, we're out of line of sight, and because I teleport, there's no physical movement trail to track us.
Yes.
And I can't move Greg.
Okay. I'll move
Greg.
Okay.
Stay in my arms.
Is going to...
I just Gregged in your arms tonight.
Well,
Now
actually...
now you got the exploding
that was your turn.
halberd. You got the
So-
exploding halberd of bleeding wonder.
Oh
or whatever.
God.
So here's what happens. If I can find it. This isn't working. Spaceships. Starship combat. Cool. What about weapons?
I don't really know if they have starship versus 2 people floating.
Oh,
in
it's
space
just times 10
combat.
damage.
Times 10.
Yeah, so if you get hit by like a turret, and the turret says like 1d6 damage, it's actually 1d6 times 10. Which I mean kind of makes sense.
Oh, are you
And
calculating the missile damage?
yeah, I just got to figure out.
Did it like
Oh, there
home
it
in
is.
on him or something?
It was the last thing those missiles were
Whoa,
locked
what
in
was
on.
that starship up there? It looked like
I
a big,
just-
big tick.
That's the best. That's the best critical science ever.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
fired on an enemy I didn't know existed.
oh fuck.
Oh my
What
god.
the hell?
Don't look at that. It was 20 missiles, and this thing wasn't moving because it's it can't see.
Maybe
All right.
casting bleed was unnecessary.
So you guys are actually, I think everybody is thrown in directions. This thing's face explodes. So you
I
guys,
assume I am not going to be able to hold on to Drez.
no, you guys are holding on to each other and screaming. Like, I would almost say this is almost a bro moment.
It's the largest number we've ever seen.
It is the largest
That's
number you've
hilarious.
seen in this game. It was
And I've blown
20.
up a planet.
It was 20 heavy or antimatter missile launcher things. This thing's supposed to be like well armed. Anyway,
This
so
means
you
I'm
guys
top
are
of the leaderboard.
you guys are spinning through space.
You always were.
That's my
Uh, you guys are spinning through space at high speeds, and you pretty much don't see the extent of your damage as you rapidly escape the entire area. So we'll get back to you in a second.
Oh
We
wait,
went
were you
down
saying that?
We also missed most of it visibly because we went below a storm.
Yeah,
and
no.
then behind the storm
Pretty
was
much-
a super explosion.
Pretty much you just saw the storm and then suddenly a giant explosion as you're flying very fast and
I
very
think
far
the
away.
sleet storm might have been cleared.
Wait, all
Yeah,
the
no, this-
missiles that he had sent went into the creature?
Yeah, they were locked on it well
Ah.
before. Originally, what you were supposed to do to like dislodge this thing or like any number of other stuff is to go to the missile launchers or the guns and like kind of shoot it off and then deal with it with
That
Flurf.
sounds like something people know what ships do would do.
But well, I mean, you
The
have
only one
some
of
people
those
that
we
can
had
figure it
got
out.
eaten.
Yeah, well, Elaryn has a vague idea on how things work, kind of.
I don't talk to her.
That's true. But so the nat 20 on press buttons was like, well, what would Dres do at this point? And the answer is fire all the missiles. So anyway, so you blast its face open. You guys are flying off. Elaryn and Skitter, you guys are. Oof, you're gonna have to make some reflex saves. I'd say about 2.
Oh, okay.
As the ship you're on is hit by the blast, and you are thrown around like sad toys. Probably.
Okay. Well, the good thing is I can roll twice on each reflex save depending on how bad a roll I get. Let me see. I have to go all the way back to the bottom.
Okay. So Skitter just kind of clamps down.
Are we supposed to roll second? What? So
Okay.
my first one I did well, my second one I did terribly? What about Skitter's?
Oh boy.
Oh no, Skitter's fine.
Skitter's, both of his saves were
So
okay.
Elaryn.
Wait, but I have a second reflex
Oh.
roll because I can correct
you can
things.
you can re-roll it. Okay, make sure
I
you're
like-
keeping
You
track
can
of how
reroll
many you
nat
can do.
ones.
Yeah, she can.
I like
It's
the
because
idea
of
that by
my-
covering his face
I have
with a
the
sleet
feet.
storm.
I hope she gets
made-
in that one again.
That'd be funny.
Yeah,
I like
have.
the idea that by recovering its face with a sleet storm, I may have blocked it from its one chance to see the missiles coming.
You did, actually.
Yeah.
No, that so that thing can find you via sonar. So on its turn, it would have backed up and just found you again.
God damn it.
But because of the sleet storm over its face, it couldn't sonar. So missiles. Like I was timing it, and I was like, oh, that's dirty. All right, well, anyway. So
Yeah, I have
always
the
cause
I have the
incredible
improved
carnage, but when I
reflex
do, it's
saves.
always on accident.
okay,
So I
so-
guess rerolled fade.
yeah,
failed
you
reflex
do get
saves.
to re-roll that.
Yay!
Really keep track of those though, because
I have to use a point, right?
yeah.
Okay. Where's my resolve point? Yeah, there we go. I'll use a resolve point.
Did
on
we
that.
ever establish how those come back?
Was it after rest?
I don't know if they do. Resolve points, Starfinder. Let's see. Resolve points. Regaining. Once per day, regain any spent points for a full 8 hours of uninterrupted rest.
Yeah, so it's a full rest.
How many resolve points do you get?
I have 8 currently.
Eesh.
Hmm?
That's unfair.
What does a resolve point do?
Various things. Sometimes you can add like a bonus or who knows what.
I think people are probably supposed to use them a little bit more liberally than we do.
Yeah, because you guys don't really know about them. So you can use you can use
You pretty much use them with your feats. Like I have a feat where I can deflect projectiles with my void saber like a Jedi Knight.
yeah. So the three uses for the three general uses for resolve points is resting to get your stamina points back. So you can only do the 10-minute rest thing to get all your stamina back
If you have resolve points.
if you have a resolve point. If you're out of those, then you can't rest anymore. You can stabilize yourself to prevent yourself from dying.
If you have the right feats for it, you can re-roll your reflex,
Yep.
strength, will saves.
And you can also use a second resolve
Oh,
point
yeah.
after that, more or less, to keep yourself in the fight.
I guess I'm supposed to have 11 resolve points.
Anyway, yeah, I didn't even really look at those because new mechanics and also too much to carry on with. Anywho, so Lauren, you get battered around. I think both of you guys. Well, no, I guess just you.
Whoa!
You do end up taking 16 damage from like bouncing off of stuff, but at least it's like soft bounces.
Okay.
And Skitter, no, not Skitter. Skitter's just holding onto things. Durf, you still there?
Yeah, what?
Okay.
I was almost
So-
dozing off.
Yeah, no, that's fine. You you were out of the
That's your
campaign for a
character
bit.
losing consciousness.
Yeah. So you were trapped in a metal box that was slowly heating up, but now it's rapidly cooling down, and you get a very distinct feeling that you're tumbling rapidly through space.
Oh. Neat.
Well, that's one way to, I guess, wreck your ride. So now the party is, well, down 3 ships and has no way of reaching the homeworld of the Flaming Eye. How are they going to come back from this one? And just what are they going to do about those remaining creatures still left on the derelict ship? I guess you'll just have to find out next time on the next episode of Shattered Planets.